Thank you.
Let me know when Julie talks.
Thank you.
And is this your
I was
daughter?
supposed to.
That's her
This
niece.
is my wonderful, beautiful niece,
Hi,
Kirsten.
niece. I'm Tammy.
Hi.
Kirsten. I was supposed to, come on now. All right, I'm behind you. Supposed to get this talk in spring, and of course, some things happened then. Let me get this in. Turn on.
Just hold it in so it
Hold
turns
it in.
green.
Okay.
Now we've got a green light. Oh, good morning, everyone. I think I know most everyone here. Familiar faces. I am Julie Hedges.
And I am sensitive. I have always been sensitive, even as a child. Sensitive to light. Even on this is perfect, a day like today where it's not sunny, it's cloudy, but there's still that brightness. It's very sensitive to my eyes. I need to wear sunglasses even on a day like today. Sensitive to noises, sensitive to smells, sensitive to energies, and of course, emotions. So always sensitive. And growing up, being sensitive wasn't always looked upon favorably. Oh, you're so sensitive. Oh, look who's crying again. You wear your heart on your sleeve. So those messages that I heard from teachers, from even exasperated parents, and getting teased, or now we call that bullying, from other kids or other sources, I learned that showing my sensitivity was not a good thing. And so what I did was I made a very deliberate decision to not show my sensitivity. Oh, I felt it. And I still feel it. But I locked it down so that it wouldn't show on my face, so that it wouldn't show in how I moved around in life. And creating very strong boundaries between what is visible and what is not. And growing up, then even my own body created barriers of protection for that sensitivity. And in my 20s-ish, I had a spiritual awakening. But I want to assure you that then it was not so much an awakening. It was more like a crash. My questioning and my sensitivity just kind of slammed up against the spiritual traditions that I was raised in. And I went kind of in a bruised heap on the floor. And it was a very painful time, definitely being a sensitive. But that allowed me to get up, dust myself off, tend to the bruises, and go looking for the winding, wandering path, kind of like Dennis the Menace through the neighborhood. Have you seen those? To find some very tender, wonderful teachers and mentors who helped me understand my sensitive nature. And they helped me to really embrace that. If you can change the slide for me, please. So that I am sensitive with a capital S. I was going to say a big S, but I want to be very, enunciate. If I say it too fast, big S, capital S. I am sensitive with a capital S. And with my sensitivities to light, sound, other energies, other people's emotions, as a sensitive who is grounded and disciplined and has developed my skills, I am able to help people around the globe through my book, my monthly magazine column, my live stream show, my teaching, and doing personal sessions for others who are sensitive, who want to take a deeper look at their own sensitivities and want to understand them as gifts rather than I'm sensitive. What do I do with this? How do I handle this? I know I was there. And I had wonderful teachers and mentors to help me work those muscles so that I can accept my sensitivity with a capital S and then hopefully be a mentor and a coach and support others. So, how do we do that? Or let me back up. Rewind. Get back. As a sensitive, both, and I know I see lots of we know when someone is not in integrity. We know when someone is not. And that is a hard truth to know as a sensitive. It's an important truth, but it's a hard truth. Because how do you navigate that? How do you handle that? You're not telling the truth. Yeah, I am. Telling the truth. How do you handle that? Well, I think as a sensitive, the most important thing, little s or a capital S, is to take care of yourself. We must take care of ourselves. How do I fill up my cup so that I can share it with others? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to shine our light. We're here to share our gifts and our sensitivities and our sensibilities. How do we do that? Well, there are many ways that we are able to, practical ways, to fill up our cup. But even kind of adjacent to that, kind of parallel to that, I don't know about any of you, but in 2020, this year, I have had many, how do I want to say, kersplats. And my cup gets a hole in it. So I have to take care of the hole, fill the hole, so then I can fill up my cup, so then I can share it. Anybody else have kersplats this year in 2020?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So how do we fix the kersplats? How do we fill up the cup? I would love to change the slide. Invite you to the way of the mystic next Sunday, right after the service at 1 o'clock, where we will talk about being sensitive with a little s and a capital S. If you would like to go a little bit deeper and connect with that piece of you, that is a beautiful piece of you, that deserves its say, that deserves all of the feels and all of the understandings. And you deserve to have your cup filled. And you deserve to have your kersplats patched up. So we will talk about very practical ways to do that. If you have a hole, how do you patch it up so you can fill it up again, your cup up again, and share it with others? And we will talk about what does it mean to be a sensitive, and what are your sensitive soul abilities? What do they do for you? Instead of, I've had too much. That does happen. Even myself, I have to take some extra girding up, we'll say, in order for me to face the wall Martians. My family, I love them dearly, but they are very crazy and very loud. I have a witness up front here. Yeah. Very loud. So when we're done with family dinner, I have to kind of drive through Bluegrass Wildlife Preserve and just open the windows and get some fresh air and let things kind of settle back down again. Because they really get my sensitivities going. It's a lot of energy. It's kind of like WWF all the time. You know, the littlest one being catapulted across the room. It's like, it's so fun. Yes, but it's very loud. But one thing I would like to share with you about tending to our sensitive self with a capital S, are the opportunities that are just right here along our path. So two of them I would like to share with you, and one is upcoming this week on Wednesday, the foot soak detox, where you just are able to sit with all of your friends, wiggle your toes in the water with some Epsom salts, get your meditation on, and just surrounded with the fellowship. Epsom salts are a wonderful cleanser of the body, mind, spirit, body, mind, spirit. And did you know, I learned this from a reflexologist, by the way, did you know that just soaking your feet impacts your entire body? You're actually soaking your entire body because every nerve of your body runs through the feet. My reflexologist friends have taught me that. So you can get the benefits for your entire body, mind, spirit, from coming to that foot soak. And you can also just let all of the kersplats go from the month, all of the yucky yucks. So that is one very practical way to take care of your sensitive self with a capital S. And also upcoming this week, on Friday, October the 2nd, is the first Friday of the month. And right here now at Unity Spiritual Center is the First Friday Drum Group, facilitated by one of my very dear teachers and mentors, Fred Corbett. And that drumming is a steady, monotonous drum beat that mimics the heartbeat, but particularly the heartbeat of our mothers. before we are born. So it takes us back to that curled up, warm, comfy, taken care of space. So that we kind of get that reminder, and it gets all throughout our blood and bones, because that drumming vibration drums right through our whole cells and bones and organs and bloodstream and everything. So that's another way that you can take care of your sensitive self. Okay, 3 things. This is kind of an adjacent. As a person who organizes and facilitates my own events, I know very personally how much commitment and how much work it takes to do events. And I want to thank Lisa and Carly, who's not here today, for their commitment and loving work. It's done with love. Their loving work to provide the Wednesday night energy circle for this whole community. Because it is commitment and it is work. I know and I appreciate how much work it is behind the scenes that we don't see. Because all we see is and all the chairs set up and all the hot water up here and the tubs and everything. How long do you think that might take? And I know that Lisa and Carly won't tell you that because of their gracious spirits. They do it with love. Their grace, they won't tell you that. But I'll tell you that. I'll tell you how much work and commitment they put into this. So thank you. That's so good. Thank you all for coming out today. There's one more thing that I would like to share with you, and that's a prayer and centering meditation. If you would like to. For the Way of the Mystic, there are flyers out there, sign-up sheet, if that speaks to your heart. I'm going to share a meditation prayer. I think of these 2 things as going together, kind of like peas and carrots, right shoe, left shoe, peanut butter and jelly. I think of prayer as me talking to the divine. The divine, hello God, it's me, Julie. The divine spirit within me. And meditation is the divine speaking to me and through me. So it's that communication, the in-breath and the out-breath. So I'd like to share a prayer with you today. And the words are in the ancient language of Sanskrit. Sanskrit is at least 1,500 years older than Aramaic, which is the language that Jesus of Nazareth spoke when he was walking the earth plane. So it's a very, very ancient language. And even though your mental mind may not know what those words are saying, your soul is going to know them. But the prayer essentially means, I call upon the creative power of the universe to be here now. Can you feel the weight of that? So as I'm sharing this prayer and meditation with you, along with my singing bowl and my tinctures, to come to that place in your heart and imagine, oh, the creative power of the universe. If it plopped on my lap right now, what would my soul and I create together with all of that creative power of the universe? Plop, right here. What can we do with it? So that's what I invite you to consider in this prayer meditation. And if you'd like to have a little deeper experience maybe, then I invite you to take your dominant hand, the hand that you write with, and just very gently either tap or rub right here on your thymus gland. It's right between the breastbone. It's right between the you-know-whats for us ladies. That thymus gland stimulates our parasympathetic system, our endocrine system, our glands that secrete all the chemicals throughout our body so that the brain knows what it needs to do and the heart knows what it needs to do and everybody knows their jobs and they do it. That's my very medical explanation of the endocrine system. And I know some of my medical friends back there are like, yeah, Julie, you're full of it. But that's the best way that I can explain it for myself. So the thymus gland is getting in touch with that high heart. The physical, emotional heart is what really connects us to our earth work, our earth walk. Walking in a good way, walking the red road. Our thymus gland connects us to the high heart, which is the wisdom of the heart. The wisdom that comes from our connection with the sensitive self, the divine self, our inner teacher, the inner guru. So if you'd like to have that kind of connection. So give me a moment to get things kind of set up here, but I'm going to allow you that time and space to just get very settled into your chair with your feet flat on the floor, and invite you to uncross your arms and uncross your legs so that you are a clear channel for the creative power of the universe to go plop in your lap or in your mind or in your heart or in your feet or in your fingertips or in your third toenail, wherever it lands for you, the back of your hair, I don't know, to have that experience for you. So just give me a moment to get things set up here.
Need help?
No, I'm just going to move this. It's yellow. I pushed it so it's yellow. So does that mean that it's off right now?
I've never seen it yellow. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Stand out here. It gets warm.
That's why that fan's blowing on you.
That's very, very helpful. So I just want to check the volume right now. Check on all of you out here. I want to just be a very gentle and soft offering today so that you can kind of hear me, but that in your own meditation centering space you are experiencing what you need to experience. And if you need to go off somewhere or you need to not hear me, that's cool too. Sorry, this walking. But you're going to be in your meditation space. so wherever you have been, and wherever the creative power of the universe has landed within you, I call you to please come back to your body, to your seat, right here at Unity, to your consciousness, right here and right now, and so it is. Wow.
Thank you, Julie. Appreciate you so much.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, that should be Yeah, that's mine. Don't want anybody to trip on that.